Welcome to my kitchen. We are making bacon today. First thing we need is pork belly. My recipe, which I have here for you, is for 1 pound. Sometimes it's hard to find. Google butcher shops. Some Costco's have it, some Whole Foods, there's some food cities that have it. You don't want to buy the pre-packaged because it's got a lot of sodium in it. It comes frozen at your butcher shop and they just slice it for you. So you may have to call a couple of them to find it and then ask them if they can cut it at 1/4 inch or a little bit more is okay. A little bit more is okay. So you have my recipe. I have mixed up the stuff that we're gonna soak it in. There's a tablespoon of maple syrup, 1/8 of a teaspoon of maple flavoring, 2 teaspoons of liquid smoke, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic pepper. The good thing about making your own spices is when you get all finished with this and you eat some of it, you might just say, next time I think I'd like to have a little more garlic in it. So doctor up the recipe. When I make 3 pounds at a time. That's about all my oven will hold when it comes time to bake it. You'll need 2 pans like this. Parchment paper on the bottom makes it easy to clean up, and a cooling rack. So you'll need 2 of those. You get your pork belly and it's sliced. Take your meat mallet and pound it thin. So we're going to do one, and then I'm going to do the others. When you buy the pork belly, it's got a rind on it. If I were making it just for me, I'd probably cut it off of there, but Johnny likes it. So, my suggestion is make it with it, because you can always cut it off as you go. So what we're going to do is cut it down this thin. So, see, we've got this much out of one piece. By the way, the pork belly has 145 milligrams for the whole pound, and the marinade has 10. When we get finished, you're going to have a pound of bacon for 155 milligrams of sodium. Now this is a little bit long, so then I'm going to take my scissors, cut it in half. So that one piece is going to make 2. So I'll see you in a little while. As you pound this, it's getting thinner, but the rind does not get bigger. So I take my scissors and cut it through probably every maybe a 1/2 inch, like this. My mother said when we were kids that's what we teethed on, because bacon came with the rind on it. Then we're going to pop this into a freezer bag with the marinade, squish it around a little bit. Swish it around a little bit, and then put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. You want to let all these spices, good stuff get inside there. So every once in a while, just go in here and squish it a little bit. This is good. Bacon's fun to make. And the end result is great. Really good. So our bacon has been marinating for an hour, probably a little bit more than that, and I've been squishing it. I've got 2 pans ready, because I don't know, it's going to take 1 or 2. And I got my oven turned on to 200 degrees. So we'll take the bacon, and lay it on the rack, not touching. You don't want it to be touching. And get it all on here. This is going to be so good. Oh, it's going to surprise you. So, I've got company coming from out of town. So, I'm actually making 3 pounds today because I don't have any in the freezer. And once you have this, you're going to want to keep it in your freezer. It's really good. Then we'll count our slices, see what we got out of that 1 pound. We don't want these guys to touch. We want them to be able to drip a little bit. So, I think I can move those around. Looks like I can get the whole pound on one. Then, I'm going to pop this in my oven. We got 12 pieces of bacon for 155 milligrams of sodium. I usually cook this an hour and a half at 200 degrees. I forgot it one time. It was in there for 2 hours and 15 minutes and it was fine. So, if you end up with forgetting about it, you're going to be okay. So we're just going to put all this on the one, pop it in the oven. So I ended up with 12 slices. That comes up to 13 milligrams of sodium per slice. Sometimes I get it cut thinner. I actually prefer it a little thinner. But this is how I got it, so I took it. When it's cut a little bit thinner, you get more slices, and then you need to use the 2 pans. But today, we're going to get 12 slices, 13 milligrams for each slice. We have bacon. It's looking good. It's actually ready to go in the freezer. So, I take a piece, take wax paper, double it, and lay it in here in the freezer bag. We're not adding sodium, so our shelf life at the refrigerator is not like regular bacon is. But I'm going to fry some. Husband's ready for a sandwich. We've been out without bacon for a while. I just didn't quite get it done. When I fry it, I have to fry it. I have an electric stove, and I fry it from between low and medium. We've got maple syrup on there, and it'll burn if it gets too hot. So just kind of keep that in mind when you do this, and cook it low. I like it a little bit dunnier than this. Show you what it looks like when it gets done. I've got my bag ready with my wax paper to put this bacon in and put it in my freezer. I have these 4 pieces that I fried on my skillet between low and medium. And as I cook it, I take a paper towel and kind of mop up some of the grease that comes out because it's got quite a bit. This is going to be good. The difference between my bacon and the bacon you get at the store is mine doesn't have any sodium in it. Because it doesn't have sodium in it, it's not going to be quite as crispy as what you might be used to. But it is definitely bacon. Try it with the rind on it. If you'd rather not have it on, you can just snip it off at this point, and you'll know in the future that you might want to cut it off before you do all this. But it cooks nice, makes a great sandwich. Good bacon.